it's utterly heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's gut-wrenching. You know, especially when you see you all together in the full flush of healthy youth, and then you see what's happened, and all so young. Do you feel sometimes that your family, that it's just been dealt this horrific set of cards?
Yeah, you almost feel like it's a curse that's been put on you, but, you know, it's not. So many families go through this, but it's hard because, well, it's cancer. It's hard. Losing Bernie was just catastrophic in our family. You know, she was the life and soul of our family. We all pulled each other through it. And then me and my sisters had this fantastic opportunity to do the cruising show. And literally within 2 weeks of it finishing, first Anne is diagnosed again. And then literally 3 or 4 days later, Linda. And it was just bam. It was really shocking.
Anne has had a good prognosis. She's had chemo. She wasn't well enough to take part in this show, but the prognosis is good for her.
Yes.
But Linda, it's a terminal condition.
Linda's is the classic, you know, she says it's not curable, but it's treatable. But of course, you want them to say it's curable. And so every 3 months when Linda goes for her scans and her checkups, and then of course the last time she went, it spread again into her liver from her hip.
When you hear her talking about her fear of dying and what she'll leave behind, particularly powerful, I found that. As somebody who, she knows what happened to her sister.
Yeah.
She knows another sister's been going through a similar thing.
I think it was that as well, because Linda doesn't really show what she said there on that VT. She doesn't say to us.
Really?
She always is strong and always positive, and she'll that's the first time I've heard Linda say that about, you know, she's scared of dying, she doesn't want to die, and that she was crying. And I think that's what hit me, because she always puts on this really brave attitude.
You yourself had your own scare. You found a lump in your breast.
Yeah.
You had a biopsy, you had a mammogram. It wasn't cancer. It turned out to be dense tissue and infected gland. But I would imagine, given what's happened with your sisters, you must yourself live, having had a scare, in anxiety about this.
I'm seriously looking into elective mastectomy. You know, I've spoken to a specialist so far to see, you know, I said, look, what are my chances of this? And he said incredibly high. Although we don't carry the gene, the known gene, the BRCA1 or 2, he said it will be gene-related somewhere. It'll just be a gene we haven't found.
You don't know why or where from?
We don't. He said it could be a rogue one from my dad's side, because there was cancer on my dad's side, but not so much in my mum's. He just doesn't think it's just bad luck that 3 sisters have got it. So, obviously, yeah, you sit there and think, do I just get rid of these now? Am I just waiting for this to happen?
But that's a huge thing to do, isn't it? What I've always been struck by the Nolans is you are a bunch of battlers. You fight for your lives, you fight for your corners. Yeah,
we do. I think that comes from being from such a massive family as well. If one of us is weak or being picked on, the others come like lionesses to fight for you, you know.
Linda and Anne both finished chemotherapy. They're celebrated by ringing the bell at the Blackpool Victoria Hospital, where they're both being treated, and they both posted videos.
I think people who haven't been through it think, how can ringing a bell bring that much emotion? But I remember when they first walked in, the first thing they said was, I can't wait to ring the bell, even though it was months away, you know. So
let's talk about Bernie. In Bernie's case, it was a huge shock to all of you. It came out of nowhere.
Bernie would not accept any other scenario except she was going to live. Whatever they said, she was going to live. And I guess she convinced us of that as well. I'll never, ever forget her. And we talk about her as if she's still here. And it still does feel that she's a massive part of our family, because whatever we do, Bernie is mentioned. Sometimes, sadly, because everything we do, we go, Bernie would love this. She was just so full of life, and it was hard.